You can.
Right. You know, so what we've done was we just brought country into the visuals, and we were looking at things by sales to see how sale performance has gone within this data set. And we can see by bubble size. We can see North America, we've got United States having over 31 million in sales. And in Asia, we've got China being the largest there. And in Europe, we've got Germany, you know, and France. So there's more countries within. Oh, well, that can be contested. It looks like there's more countries within Europe that they are selling to compared to Asia. Like I said, I might be wrong there because I see quite a few bubbles here. But North America is more concentrated into United States. And what's this one? And Canada. Okay. But yeah, we can see, and we had an observation that it's like nothing's happening with this business, nothing's happening in Africa at all. And that can be picked, you know, according to Mr. Francis, as something to look into. Opportunity could be there, you know, to look into how this can work in Africa as well, if they can get some market share, you know, from Africa as well. And this just shows us, if we drill down by products, we see what products actually these countries with the bigger share buying. You know, as a business, we want to concentrate our resources more into those places, into those products and those places, instead of you know, sharing resources across board equally. That would not be smart. And that's the essence of looking at the data and making decisions, you know, with such as well. And I mean, even we could look through using channel as well. We can say, is it which of the channels is really, you know, is really bringing more money in? Could it be a catalog? Okay, here we see that Americans actually they still use catalog a lot. Online is across board, almost equally across board, you know. So we've got more from America, from Germany, and from Asia. We've got a lot of online activities happening there. Reseller also is sort of across board, and store, you know. Okay, so we've got more countries still operating stores, you know. So one can see how the business is doing by channels, just at a glance, and what decisions can be made, you know, based on that. But that was just a diversion. Let's remember that we are still on the data modeling. So far, our model that we have looks to be working fine, you know. But I'm thinking that even more effectively, to be able to really drill down well, I don't know if I'll be right or wrong, would be to even split maybe geography, split it into 3, such that we have city as a table, country as a table, and region as a table. And so that we are joining, you know, each one of these. So we have 3 tables instead of 1. And for products as well, we have 3 tables instead of 1. So I'm looking at, you know, that possibility and just want to see how would it change what we have done so far, and which would be more correct, you know. So shall we experiment? Shall we go on?
How are we going to be able to measure the difference? Because we've not really explored this model yet. So there's nothing for us to compare, right?
That is so true. That is so true. I mean, what the major thing is, which was the reason why, I actually went on to visualize to see, because you know that geography, we joined on city, but I've analyzed by country now, and so far we can see the results of that. If I then join on country, maybe we should screenshot this, if we can have a screenshot of what we have now, and then build a separate table for country and see if the new result will be different from this, so that we have something to compare with. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah, we can do that. So where do you want us to screenshot? See?
Yes, to make it more obvious, because bubble sizes don't necessarily tell us much unless we use tooltip. So I'm going to change that to a table so that we see actual figures and see if those figures change, So if these figures change, then there's trouble. It shouldn't change. Then we'll know that, okay, actually, we need to take a step back and rethink this. Does that sound okay?
But have you taken us through how you got the sum of sales and all of this?
No. We haven't even gone into sum of sales and all of that. We are just pulling from the table itself at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, we've not gone into the actual work, We are just looking at the different decisions we are making with our data model. How would it affect our work in the long run? So that we'll know what we are settling for. Okay.
I don't think the figures will change though. I think
so.
Where your suggestion will help is when we are drilling down, we have more capacity, more capability to drill down, because we've really made the tables more granular. So we can drill down further. That's why I think I'm not an expert yet with the Power BI, but it's the drilling parts. When we have what do we call it now? The other schema now, not the star one, the snowflake.
Snowflake, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be able to drill down because we're at the granular level. We have sub dimensions. We don't just have dimensions. We also have sub dimensions that will help us to drill down further to the end. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm not experienced yet. So
no, that won't be necessarily true. That won't be necessarily true, because as long as your data set is showing this granularity already anyway, you will still be able to drill down. The only instance where you won't be able to really drill down is if your data set doesn't capture that degree of granularity. That's the only instance that you won't be able to drill down. But since you have region, country, city, so you can drill through to region level, to country level, to city level with what you have now, even with the model that we have done, at the moment, because it is within that data set anyway, So, but if we go on to make a snowflake of this, what that would mean is, I want us to make a mental visualization. What that would mean then would be that maybe product name. So if we have a product table, product will directly link to sales, but product category would then link to products. Let's actually practice it. Let's do it so that we can see what that is all about.
Before you go on, Ma.
Yeah.
Yes, I just want to ask a quick question.
Okay.
Oh, you filtered earlier on, just based on the question I asked yesterday, yesterday I was asking why we didn't remove some fields out of the fact
Yeah,
table since we already have them on the dimension table.
yeah.
I saw that you were able to filter region by channels now. So I'm just trying to look at probably the advantage of you keeping those fields on the fact table. If you had removed city and region from the fact table because they are on the dimension table, that means we will not be able to filter city by channel without a cross filter. I don't know if I'm right.
You are right.
Okay.
You are right, because it will mean that, okay, if city is communicating directly with the sales data, the other two are not communicating directly with the sales data. They will be communicating, let's do a snowflake and see a good example. We can always achieve our data model back if it's not working for us. Okay. So let's think through this now. So we want to, if I come into products, so I've got these three, but so it goes as product name, product subcategory, then category, So I'm looking at the hierarchy now because that's what will help me to do the right thing. So in the products now, I'm going to leave product and product subcategory. Okay, so product and product subcategory will be left alone, and I'm going to remove the product category. Let me duplicate this like 3 times, I believe, so that it makes sense to me as well. Like I said, I don't use Snowflake. I've not necessarily needed to use Snowflake so far. I've always dodged it. So me trying to get my brain to think the way this should go now is proving somehow. Okay, so we will need the products to be directly linked to our sales data. So which means that product name has to be on the sales data. Okay, that's sorted. Then we need the product sub category, which is higher in hierarchy. Is it the subcategory or the category?
The category is higher.
It's higher.
So we can split it into 3. So product category will link to product name.
Okay. So
and subcategory will now be a sub-dimension of product category.
Right. So let me, product category is the last, is the highest one. So what that means is product category, my enter is not entering. I don't know why. Product category would be the only one on this table. Okay. So 1, 2 will go. These 2 will go. Remove other columns. Okay. And then this is the product subcategory. Okay. So products sub category. Okay. And for this, we are going to need both these 2 products and this, and remove the product's name. So remove other columns. Okay. And for products, because this subcategory would be the one joining to this, we are going to need just these 2, so that this last one goes away. So I'm removing other columns. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. So if we now go back into our data model, now we've changed things around, and it's loading that up for us. I've forgotten to remove duplicates in those ones. It's going to be giving us many many to many. So we'll need to go back, but let's see what it does. So product is joining on product name anyway, so that one is still fine. Now I'm trying to get, where's the third one? Product subcategory, then product category. Okay, so what we are saying is that this should come and join on here. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going
What
to.
if, sorry, sister.
No, sorry,
Debbie,
I think
is it not product category?
product category should come first.
Should come first. That should join to the products.
Yes,
Which is the highest in rank?
product category.
Product category is the highest.
Yeah, so the highest one is the one that will be outside.
And not next to product. I was thinking it's next to product.
No, because it's the highest in rank. This is the sub of this, isn't it? Do you understand now? So it's in the right order. This subcategory would join to product, and the product category would join to the subcategory. But I need to remove duplicates on these two first, so that we have so if we go back here, this is the subcategory, and we need to remove duplicates on it. So remove duplicates on that one. And for this one, we'll remove duplicates here as well. Yeah, okay. That should solve the problem now. Yeah, data can make your brain work in ways that you will start thinking, I hope I did the right thing. So I'm wanting subcategory to go on this subcategory so that we have one to many. So this is one because we removed duplicates to many. And this will be joined to this one on category. Does that make sense?
Well, I think for me, I'm still a bit confused in the arrangement.
Okay.
Each product category comes before subcategory. So I'm wondering why it's at the other to the right and not because it should be speaking directly to the product and not the product subcategory.
So look at it this way. We've got products category. Then we've got the subcategory. Then we've got the products themselves. And it's now these products that is now speaking to the table. Because this is how the hierarchy goes: highest, middle, lowest. Any other person thinking of this?
Product should be the highest. That's product should be the highest.
Okay, so product should be the highest. So product should be here. And then what? This should be middle. And this should be here. Is that what we are saying?
No.
No, subcategory should always be last.
Exactly.
Subcategory last. Why?
Because
it's feeding from the product category.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what we don't understand. You are picking the last one. We thought that product category should be the last one, linking but we don't know. We don't understand.
Yes, we are all thinking the same way, except Mr. Debbie. And I'm trying to see why Mr. Debbie is taking that.
The product category should be speaking to the product, while the subcategory should be speaking to the product category.
Okay. So the product category should be speaking to this which one? To the products.
Yes.
And then this should be speaking to that
category.
So inside your product, you should have product category instead of product subcategory. Yes. So that one should be replaced.
Okay, I'm going back to check this, but I don't understand that thinking.
No, except you have a superior because you know better than us.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
This part is not about knowing better. This part is about critical thinking now.
No,
How are we thinking things?
it's logical. You have the product.
Exactly.
You further divide it down to break it down to category. Then you have the
Yes.
subcategory.
Subcategory.
Oh, I think, sorry, please. Hello, sorry. If you check the table, I think the product name, like for instance, the Contoso camera belongs to a subcategory of car video. Then the car video belongs to a category of computers. So I think that is the logic Sister Debbie is using. The product name belongs to a like the radio now belongs to a subcategory of a particular, what's it called? A particular item.
Yeah.
Then that
that
subcategory also belongs to a category of a particular item. So it's increasing or it's getting higher in that hierarchy.
In that
Sorry, can we look at the first two rows? If you look at
check the table, the Excel table we give
the
us
table, we are looking
idea,
at the table.
Yes.
If you look at the table, you have cameras and camcorders. And under cameras, the second row, you have audio. MP4 and MP3, they are subcategory of an audio.
Yeah.
So also,
exactly.
if you look at cameras and camcorders, the digital SLR cameras are subcategories of cameras. So the product category comes first before the subcategory.
No,
look at Bluetooth headphone.
No.
No.
I love this. Oh, no, that's not right. The product category, the subcategory is the like it says sub, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a subset of
exactly. MP4 and MP3, they are types of audio devices.
Exactly.
So MP4 and MP3 they are subcategories of audio devices, which is a category.
Because see, under audio we have MP4, MP3, we have Bluetooth headphones, we have what other things?
Under camcorders.
Recording pen, all of those are all under audio, and that's why product category is where the hierarchy is highest. Because under product category, let me come here. See, we've got just this much categories, cameras and camcorders, audio, music, TV, computer, cell phone. Then under those 6, we now have a subcategory of 22. Then under those 22,
the same thing. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, and that's why I arranged that hierarchy like that in that.
Professor, I think it's written up his hand anyway. Let's.
Please. Okay. Please go for it.
Okay, ma. Well done, ma. I think my own contribution is just about when we talk about cardinality and looking at the concept of root cause analysis, which is RCA. So we ask why until we go further. So the highest one will be like, what actually happened. So in this case now, when we are trying to look at, how was the performance? The first thing you look at is the products. Then from there, you go to the product category, which is, this is the high level. Then I want to drill down again. I want to see what is actually happening in this particular level. So you have it as product category. Then if you now want to go drill down to the last level, which is from higher to lower, which is using the concept of root cause analysis, which is asking 5 why until you cannot go further. So it's the same concept that applies to this as well. When we say, okay, until we cannot go further, at least we don't have anything after the subcategory anymore. So that means that is the lowest level we can go. So that's, but nevertheless, regardless of how we arrange it, we should still get the same answer. So, but I think what the deliberation about is that, when you have the product table, then the next thing you need to add, you need to join to it, to talk to it, should be the product category. Then the last one should be subcategory. So, but regardless of the way we do it, we should still arrive at the same thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you very much, sir. Oh my goodness. You see, this is where they say part of, and it's not just for data, it's also for other roles as well. They want you to bring your critical thinking, you know. And the way I always say this, the way we will think through problems will be different. But it's our answers that must not be different, especially when we are doing, you know, numerical calculations, you know. Someone else is thinking this through the other way around. Like, okay, product category should be the first here, then subcategory, and then that other one, you know. And that is why whatever you arrange here, whatever you do, the part where you do your data validation is very, very crucial. That's how you know you're on the right track, you know. So you've done your DAX, you've calculated all the totals and everything, you know. You must still go back into the Excel itself, and that is where the validation is happening, you know. And go and use maybe your pivot table to check that what you are getting in Excel for that particular problem you are solving is the same as what you are getting in Power BI. If it's different, then there needs to rethink the work. So data validation, very cogent. That is how you know that, okay, yes, I'm right. My data model is doing the right thing. Oh no, I'm wrong. Something is still not right with the way I've done these DAX. But yeah, it looks like that's where we are going to draw the curtain on this one too.